Hey guys, this is Mel. If you're listening to this, you are about to hear a super special sneak peek of our latest bonus episode, but fair warning, this is just a sneak peek, don't hurt us. It's totally optional to subscribe, but if you're interested, you can check out our Patreon by searching Significant Lovers Patreon online. Hope you enjoy.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray?
We're so happy you're joining us for this episode. So today we're talking about The Weeknd and Selena Gomez. And this is a pretty short relationship, but I wanted to cover them.
Why, Mel?
Well, first of all, I feel like The Weeknd is kind of mysterious, and
he is.
I wanted to, learn a little bit more about him and talk about him. But also, obviously, a very well-requested episode is Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. And I didn't really quite feel ready for that episode yet. It's just so daunting. Yeah, it's a big one, and it seems like there's so much toxicity and back and forth, and I wanted to kind of dip my toes into that story, and I think this is a piece of that puzzle, Selena Gomez and The Weeknd. So this was a way to kind of start that story.
Yeah, so interesting. The Weeknd, he definitely is on the soundtrack of my college years, and he's a huge star, but I honestly don't know much about his personal life, so I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and this was a short relationship, as I said. It was 10 months. I feel like people kind of forget about it, but it has all the elements of an interesting story for the couples that we've covered, exes and getting with your friend's ex and the issues that can cause. It's a very modern day story too. I'm gonna bring up Instagram a lot, and, which is expected because Selena Gomez was at this time, I think, the most followed person on Instagram.
Do you know who is now? Is she no longer?
I don't think it is. Let me see. I think it's an athlete. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo is the most followed person.
Interesting.
Let me see the top list, and then Lionel Messi is right after him, and then Selena Gomez is third. Wow. She has staying power, that Selena.
Still has that title. Yeah.
I know.
Who's fourth?
Kylie Jenner.
Okay, who's fifth?
Dwayne Johnson. And then Ariana Grande, and then Kim Kardashian, then Beyonce, and then Khloe Kardashian.
Wow.
Then Justin Bieber.
I don't follow any of those people.
I know. Then Kendall Jenner. Wow, this family, that Kardashian family. And then Taylor Swift.
Wow, I'm surprised Taylor Swift is so low.
I know. That is shocking. But yeah, first of all, 3 words that I would use to describe this couple.
What 3 words would you use?
I actually forgot to write it down, but I would say whirlwind.
Whirlwind, okay.
Quick. Kind of
is that the same thing?
Yeah. And I guess confusing.
Confusing's your third word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whirlwind, quick, and confusing.
It seemed like they were burning brighter and brighter, and then it quickly dissolved.
Okay.
Not to jump ahead. But who is Selena? She was born in Grand Prairie, Texas, to teen parents. At just 16 years old, her parents gave birth to her, and when she was 5 years old, they later divorced. And very much a rags to riches story. Her mother often struggled to provide for Selena when she was really young. I have to imagine, the stories that you hear with these celebrities is and I was always getting up and performing for the family, and I wanted to, I just had so much spunk compared to other kids, so they had to put me in acting. Okay, sure, but that's a lot of kids. I think she partially was put into acting and modeling because her mom didn't have a lot of money, and that was a source of income for her family. At 7 years old, she started doing commercials and going to auditions, and then at 10 she was cast in Barney and Friends as a regular in Texas. And then she had really small roles in other things like Spy Kids 3D and Walker, Texas Ranger.
Demi Lovato was on Barney too, right?
Yes, yeah, and that's how they became friends. And then in 2006, she entered the Disney Channel scene when she guest starred on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and then that led her to guest star on Hannah Montana, and then that led her to get the leading role of Alex Russo on Wizards of Waverly Place. And while she was on Disney, she was in a love triangle with Nick Jonas and Miley Cyrus. Like Miley, she also dated Nick off and on, and you can hear a little bit more about that in our Miley and Nick episode. Kind of crazy that this is like the second episode in a while that I'm plugging that one. But that might be...
Mel loves Disney.
Yeah.
Or Disney Channel.
Hey, I mean, it's the time period in which I grew up in.
Yeah, true.
And like all Disney stars, of course, she had a music career, starting with her band, Selena Gomez in The Scene. I'm curious where The Scene is now.
All right, I will have to stop the episode right there. Thank you so much for listening to the teaser. If you want to hear the full episode and many other bonus episodes, you can find them on Patreon. You can search Significant Lovers on the website or download the Patreon app. It works a lot like regular podcast listening apps. And we have tons of other couples on Patreon to listen to. So thank you so much for listening and supporting the show, and we'll get back together next week.